Ciao a tutti! Boy, do we have a full show for you. There was a massive fire at the Catania Airport and it's affected about 100,000 people. We have some of the details. Then we're going to go to Taormina and he's going to try something really delicious. Then we're going to go to Avola and talk to our friend Anthony Campanella, the farmer.
It's so hot here, the pigeons are walking. That's how hot it is. It's crazy. And guess what? We've already gone through 1 week. We have another week next week, and it's supposed to be even hotter.
And can you imagine this? So there's this fire affecting about 100,000 people, so they're not able to land or depart for Catania for several days. Right now they're a little bit here and there. It happened on July 16th. There was a fire and there was smoke everywhere. I was able to obtain some video for you to look at, but people tell me that everything inside is broken. And remember, this is tourism height. There's 900 operators, tourist operators here in Sicily, and they're telling us also that it's complete chaos. Now, let me tell you this. I was supposed to fly out today to go to Rome, and I chose not to because everywhere I was reading there were delays. Now, there were some people busing from Catania to other parts like Palermo, Cosimo, and Trapani. Those are the other airports in Ragusa. And also, Trapani, the airport in Trapani, and now we hear that Sigonella, the Italian side of Sigonella, will open up to try and help. But what a chaos. Mid-July here in Sicily, it's going to take a while for things to sort out.
In my view, can I give my view? I think that Sicily has been exposed, warts and all, for the lack of coordination between the 4 airports, okay? We have 4 autonomous airports that at the last minute, really the emergency awareness plans, I don't see them. I honestly don't see them. You've got Palermo issuing a ruling that if the temperature goes above 37 degrees Celsius, the unions don't want anybody to fly in there. Chi cazzi do? I'm sick to my stomach.
Me too.
I'm irritated about it, and I'm gonna make holy hell about it.
But the biggest problem, Alfred, that I'm reading and hearing from people, and by the way, we have 4 clients here that are dealing with. Our friend Maria had to postpone, and finally I told her, pick up the phone and tell them you're gonna fly out of Palermo. Don't count on flying out from Catania. So a couple of things I want to say. First of all, it's more of the coordination about the buses. So the buses, these bus drivers, this is not their job. They're not, look at everyone's ticket and come on. So what's happening is a lot of people are coming early. They're getting on the bus even if their flights aren't till later. So whoever gets on the bus can go to Palermo or Trapani or Cosimo. And then others who may have a earlier flight are left without anything. The other thing is the lack of information, where the buses will come, when it will leave. And, there's no timetable anywhere. I've been chit-chatting with a lot of people who are stuck here right now, and they're telling me it's the biggest confusion ever. Here's the other important thing that I want to make sure that if you are coming, and also for future, the guides are saying they have no information, and this is what I told Maria. Call your airline. Online won't do anything. Pick up the phone. You may last an hour or so, but it is worth your time. Here's a bit of good news. Alfred's family, daughter and husband and grandkids arrived safely July 22nd, a full 6 days after the fire, and they were stuck in Barcelona for about an hour and a half waiting, but they did land in Catania Airport. Then they were bused to the parking lot. Yes, the parking lot. They didn't go through arrival gate, nothing. They were told nothing, just dropped off by bus. In fact, they were telling the other passengers what was happening. Communication, people. Communication. Hello. But thank God they're here. I just feel terrible for all the passengers who had such a terrible experience in 110 degrees. Yeeks.
Listen to me, okay, very closely. By next week, 1 week, it'll be fixed, all right? My beef is that they don't have an emergency plan at a drop of a hat that could have been operational. A coordination between the bus transport companies, the 4 airlines over here, the cops, the fighters, This
four
distribution of water, Red Cross giving out crap. Are you kidding me? It's disgraceful. Period. As a guy that's doing business here for 20 years, over 20 years, I'm sick to my stomach, and I've been sick to my stomach even more. First thing you should have, if you're coming to Europe or any other European place, make sure you have travel insurance. You'll be 100% reimbursed for all your out-of-pocket stuff, extra buses, extra nights at hotel. If you don't have that, shame on you. Okay, for a few $100s, you need to be prepared, number one. Now, let's say that you don't have it. Check with your homeowner's insurance policy. Chances are that you may be able to get covered under your homeowners, okay? Remember, 1 ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure.
As always, honey, good job. So bottom line is check with your airlines, and even we'll have other emergencies. Maybe Etna will be erupting and there'll be a delay, or something always happens. Important to have travel insurance. Check with your airlines. Expect the unexpected when coming here to Sicily, or really anywhere around the world. Look at them. They're having strikes in France, and the airlines are having strikes in France, so it's happening all over the place. All right, let's move on to a little bit of a lighter topic. And we've taken you to Taormina 1 million times, but this time we're going to take you to three places that we haven't really gone in that much. There's going to be a specialty shop where you can find all things Sicilian, Bam Bar, inside Bam Bar, the famous granita place, and this one is going to try his famous hot dog.
Alfredo, the famous gourmand.
Here we are, mid-July. Here we are in Taormina, and this guy, we came all the way over here to film this, and I arrive here and he's already eaten one. Is this your second one? First one?
Better than Nathan's hot dogs in Coney Island, okay? How does that sound? These are the best hot dogs, or used to.
What makes them so good?
I'm in Taormina. The bread is just unbelievable. This place, what's the name of this place?
Street food.
It's right next to Bam Bar.
Street food. And sfincioni anche.
And every time
there's
I come
vegan
here,
stuff.
every time I come to Taormina, I have to get a hot dog, because let me tell you something. There's nothing better than a hot dog in Taormina. You think I'm kidding you? I'm not. Street foods, Taormina, next to Bam Bar. Ciao.
Meanwhile, while Alfred is eating his hot dog, I'm gonna have a nice, juicy, and refreshing granita at the Bam Bar. And you know, they make it every single day, fresh from real fruit, a little bit of fruit and sugar, and you can even see the fruit right in front of the counter, so you know it's made with good stuff. This is how you do it. Raspberry with the brioche and the water. That's all you need. Here's a hint for you. If you're coming here in the summer months up to about October, make sure you come early and put your name on the list, because there's always a waiting line. This is one of the most popular spots here in Taormina. This is how they make it, right by hand. E poi questa rimane freddo. E per quanto tempo?
6-7 minuti.
6-7 minuti, 6-7 minutes, and this will become granita. Questa anguria?
No, questa è fragola.
Strawberry. All she did was put some strawberries and sugar in there. Imagine that. And here were the strawberries from earlier. Okay, so there's the Bam Bar, and you remember there's our ceramic guy that's over there, Gaetano, and right across from here is a great shop with tutti prodotti siciliano, all Sicilian products, and Enrico, ciao, buongiorno, Enrico. Enrico is the owner, and I'm telling you right now, if you're looking for one place shopping for all Sicilian products, you've got the honey, you've got the chocolate from Ragusa, You have marmalade. You've got the products from Avola, the pistachio. These are the ones from Bronte. You've seen them many times. But this, just in this one shop, you've got also olive oil, Trattoria Cutrera. They're the ones from Ragusa. Remember, we did a whole video with them. And I saw here's the salt from Marsala and Trapani. Here we go, some more Etna products. So there you go. When you come in here, just tell them that we sent you. Ooh, and then also over here, we've got the different wines. You know, you've got the Donna Fugata. You've got some Etna wines, Sicilian wines. So in the shop also, if you're hungry, you can make a panini or something like that. So there you go. Enrico, questo negozio è bellissimo.
Is in the heart of Taormina. Is the best typical Sicilian food you need to try.
Oh,
this is made with earth.
Listen to this. We had a family and one of the members had a little bit of difficulty walking and he asked for a scooter, for me to find a scooter in Taormina, and I was able to find it. And take a look at this video. It is so much fun. The guy was so happy, and I was even stopped by a woman in the middle of Taormina. She just saw me scootering. She stopped me and said, I need this for my husband. He just had surgery or something. Her name was Marissa. Marissa, I'm sorry, I forgot your last name. And she stops and she's, am I talking? She goes, oh my God, you're Esther with you and me in Sicily. And she's like, I'll recognize that voice anywhere. So thank you, Marissa, for stopping me. And now we're friends on Facebook. Lovely to meet you and your husband. Thank you. Okay, Grazie. Okay, this is my first time doing this. You can do this. If you're coming here and can't walk, I can find you a scooter. And this is so much fun, actually. Oh, in the heat too, this is fun. Ciao! This is too much fun. You got a whiskey from Luciano. You forgot to mention him. Why don't you give him a thank
Mr.
you?
Luciano, listen. Thank you so much for that bottle of triple filtered Jameson's Irish whiskey. I can't believe you did that. I can't believe you made the effort to bring it to Sicily.
Do you know how many times
then
we
brought
tried?
it to Taormina.
Wait a second.
Laura.
First we were supposed to meet our teacher. Then we were supposed to meet our tutor. Things kept changing around. So finally I just said, bring it to our jewelry lady in Taormina, and I got it too.
That was just a nice thing that you did, and I know it was from the heart. And believe me, I'm going to enjoy the whiskey because I drink whiskey.
Now, let's move on to Avola in the province of Siracusa. We've also done some videos in Avola. We love going down to the beach over there. It's a very beautiful town, and it's a place where our friend Anthony Campanella lives, and we did a little bit of an update about his farm. He's from Boston, by the way. Made the big move, thanks to this guy, to move to Avola. Take a look at our conversation.
Great guy, great guy.
Here we are with Anthony Campanella. You may know him and his farm, and we've had him on many times. And here's Maria, ciao, whose family's from Italia, and here's Filippo. Saluta tutti.
Ciao.
All right, so we're having all these conversations about foods we miss, and you know, like peanut butter, and by the way, Twizzlers. Anthony misses Twizzlers, so bring them some. Just kidding, no, do not. Why not? Because everyone's bringing them.
Because I have more Twizzlers than any person should ever have in a lifetime.
Okay, and then you have a lot of cilantro, which you
Yes.
didn't bring me any.
Sorry.
But next time, but wait till you see what he did bring me. Dill pickles that you made on your own. How'd you make it?
So, I made dill pickles and bread and butter pickles, both just brining them, you know, making sure you get the water out of the pickles by salting them, then draining them, and, you know, following some YouTube videos and then going out on my own and figuring it out.
YouTube's
But
the
they're so
best,
good.
isn't it?
I know, sorry, I'm a fast speaker.
And?
And they came out excellent, if I do say so myself.
I'm gonna do a taste test
All right.
on the TV. All right, so now we've shown your farm before. You're growing all types of things. So what's new on the farm?
New on the farm, this year I planted 4 more lime trees. which are very hard to come by here in Sicily. And I planted 6 tarocas, which are the blood oranges. So I've got more blood orange trees growing in there. And this year I am going to plant 4 pistachio trees, 3 feminine and 1 masculine. So
I didn't know there's a feminine and masculine pistachio. What's the difference?
well, so
No, I'm still rolling.
no, the masculine ones pollinate the feminine ones, and then you will get the fruit on the feminine trees. The masculine tree will not bear fruit.
Well, good job saying that with a straight face.
There you go.
So how's this year's crops going?
Going well. My cucuzza is doing really well, getting them really tall. For some reason, I didn't do well with peppers this year, and I didn't do well with my tomatoes yet. But I've had an overflow of zucchini and overflow of cetriola cucumbers.
And what do you do with the zucchini?
The zucchini, I made you some zucchini relish as well. That's in there.
You made something else in there. What else?
Barbecue
sauce.
Oh yes, I also made. That's for my figs. Yes. So I also made a bourbon fig barbecue sauce that I handed over to her.
Oh, Alfred, wait till you taste this. And then some olive oil,
some famous Eredita.
Campanella olive oil. And I saw on Facebook that you have been voted Employee of the Year all 12 months.
Yes.
All 12 months.
Yes,
Bravissimo.
It was the vote. I think it was rigged. The election was rigged for sure.
Of course. How many liters did you make this year?
110 liters this year.
Holy cannoli. And look at this. I cannot believe that she said this is the best pistachio.
It is.
Best pistachio.
Sorry eating bar, but
okay. Well, there you go. Our YouTube viewers love watching you and hearing from you. What's new this year?
This year, for the first time, I'm going to make wine at the farm. So I have yes. So I bought a giant torchia, or a wine press, and I'm going to do it the old-fashioned Sicilian way in a labotte, because I've watched 142 YouTube videos on how to make wine, and now everybody has these tools and techniques and measurement things, and I said, there's no way in heck that my grandfather and his brothers and sisters made wine this way. They must have waited.
So how are you going to make it?
So basically, I'm going to machinate the grapes, let them sit in a big giant barrel for one day.
What kind of grapes? Caricante?
Red grapes, I have no idea. I have no clue. I have no clue. Whichever grapes are on the farm. I'll take a video of it.
Are you making red wine or white wine?
Red wine. It's red wine. So let it sit in a barrel for one day. After that, run it through the wine press, and then it goes into a torchia, which looks like a giant keg, like a giant beer keg, and it has 2 taps on it and a top on the top. So all you do is you put it in there. You put the top so that the vapor lock is sitting up there, and you've got the 2 taps. And the guy told me, that's it, nothing. Basta.
Listen, after you have the first 2 bottles and it's good,
and I don't die?
I'll take the third one.
Okay.
I'll take the third one.
Piece of cake.
Okay, grazie mille, Anthony.
Ciao.
Ciao. Saluta tutti.
ciao ciao.
There's Filippo. Filippo just told me that the lemons from the zone are the best in Sicily. I thought this was only Mandola.
No, Mandola e limone.
All right, we're going to have to try some. Anthony has become quite a gardener, and these are some of the things that he gave us. Dill pickle, which you just can't find here. His very own olive oil, homemade relish, butter pickles, honey, and barbecue sauce for Alfredo. This is mine. This is yours. Al, this is mine. Non tocca. Look at this display of gelato. I'd say there's at least 30 flavors here. Buono. Take a look at these offerings at a bar here in Avola. Some beautiful desserts. Gelato. And so you come out from the water and have a little bit of a snack over here. And I gotta show you these Sicilian cassata cakes. Buon appetito! Summer is in full effect. Look at this on a Sunday from Avola.
Si paga là il lido.
Free swimming right here. That's why it's so packed. God bless Anthony and everything. Okay, here's a quick thing. The pickles, the bread and buttered pickles, buono. The barbecue sauce, Alfred tried it. Pretty darn good. What else? Oh, the olive oil we haven't opened.
The sweet pickles that he made for me, the thing is almost gone. And we haven't opened the oil yet, but we will. Anthony, I want to thank you. You know how much we love you in any case. He's a great guy, and he's a great patron.
Great expat who does so much in his office, and he has a great Facebook page that's very active.
You know what they say about Anthony? What he doesn't have in height, he makes up in girth.
You hear that? Anthony, you hear that?
I love you, brother.
All right, you may know or not know, we do tours of Sicily and also Tuscany. This year we still have a Tuscan tour. Our Sicily tours in September and October are completely filled, but we still have, if you want to do a private tour in November, December, we have that open. And next year, our 2024 schedule is already up there. We've got a May tour, a May Grand Tour on the East Coast. We got the West Coast tour, another East Coast tour, October tour, and a Tuscany in September tour. So www.youmeandsicily.com.
One other thing, Tom, this is for you, okay?
Is this your brother?
No, my pal Tom that was just here, him and his wife. They're thinking about coming to Taormina for New Year's Eve.
The Galatis.
Tommy, listen, if you want, let Esther know, because I just made reservations for her and I. I had to twist arms because it's a little bit early, but it's like €500 for that night, but it's well worth it. So we're going to actually stay 2 nights.
Yeah.
I want to do some, I want to go out.
It is so well, and of course we have an entire video if you want to see what Taormina is on New Year's Eve. It is spectacular. We've done it many times and we strongly suggest it.
Okay, what else?
Oh, by the way, our hats, our merchandise is below in the shop, and you know what, we make what, like $1.50 or something on that. It's really one way of supporting us, a small way, and you know, you walk around and show everyone you, me, and Sicily.
Caguzzo or cuguzzo? Pistachio or pistachio? We always get comments from our viewers about pronouncing correctly Italian words as Sicilian words that may be different from what you grew up with. In the United States, growing up in a Sicilian household, it was always caguzzo, not cuguzzo. It was always pistachio, not pistacchio. And if you really analyze it, there are 17 dialects in Sicily. 17. We go into places in the south and in the west. I cannot understand them. But does it make a difference whether it's a caguzza or a cuguzza? It tastes great, doesn't it? Or a pistachio or a pistacchio? Does it make any difference at all? The answer is it doesn't. Enjoy. That's what I want to say. Enjoy your upbringing as a Sicilian American or an Italian. Ciao.
Well, there you go. We want to know, what do you think about the situation in Catania? Hopefully that doesn't deter your trip here to Sicily, because at the end it will all get resolved, you know, and things happen for a reason. You got to stay positive. Now, what else did I want to say? Hope you enjoyed the segment in Taormina, in Avola, and who knows what we'll do next week, but you know it's going to be a good one. Do you have a final word before I start closing and you interrupt me?
No, honey.
Thanks for
I'll
watching.
save it till next week. Love you.
We love
Thank you very much.
Arrivederci.
Sabanadiga.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.